action. What if, what if you had cancer of the genitalia? You felt some pain down there, male or female. I don't know what it's like to have female genitalia, obviously. Well, maybe it's not obvious. But I have a dick. What's up, my brother? Every time, every time we do this, there's the cat. He knows what he's doing. Hey, 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 hey. He knows what he's doing. My apologies on behalf of a feline living his life in a triangle. Yeah, so what if you felt like you had cancer of the dick or the pussy or cock and the vagina, whatever words we use. I am so grateful to be sharing all of this with you. I understand now for myself that it perhaps is important to share all of this with you because I don't give a fuck. And I have gone through so much. Have I gone through cancer of the dick? You will find out right now. I thought that I had cancer of the dick. All right, let's start there. Welcome back. I love you. Thank you for being here. So, all right, let's see. How far are we going to go in this real life? You know the difference by now, what is real life and what is not. This is my life. This is also another insight as to how I go about doing all of the stupid shit that I do because I don't give a fuck. My little life it doesn't matter. I just want to live a good life, treat people beautifully, and that's it. And then just not be remembered. So, let's see. I will share with you just straight up raw. Let's get raw. I'm going to share with you what most people probably would never want to tell anybody. I'm here to provide you with it's okay to tell everybody. Have no secrets. It's a weightlifter. I'm not saying that there's a weightlifter out there named Secrets, bench pressing Secrets. It lifts the spirits, okay? So just let go of all of it by sharing it. Now, of course, you want to be able to deal with it. It's not easy to deal with all of this. Cancer of the cancer of the cock. Did I have cancer of the cock? Do I even have a cock still? You're going to find out. I'm just going to be open because it's good to share and be open. And all right, so I'm going to go, this is going to be a deep dive. Probably only going to be an hour long, but a deep dive in that no one will be named, but there's some other personal things that have happened to people that they will remain anonymous here. They probably would not want it to be shared. But all right. I'm sorry, just that was some good drink. Hold on a second. All right. So as you know, I've been married. I was married for shit. I don't know about numbers. I don't care. It was like 25 years. Maybe it was going on 30 years since I was a young boy. I was with this beautiful woman. The things that she provided me with in my life were beautiful. I learned so much from her. I'm glad to be on my own now, but I learned so much from her. Now, she may come across as the villain in this story, but it's not like that at all, and I will go into it more completely some other time. There's no villains here, there's no right or wrong, there's no higher or lower, there's no I'm better than you. It's just a story. I'm sharing my story about my cock, the loss of my cock. Yeah, I lost my cock. I did. You're welcome. Stick around. Is this interesting to you? It should be. This man, myself, is exposing all of his deepest, darkest secrets. I don't have any secrets. I'm light like that. You should be too. That is something that I know that I can definitely provide you with, is to help you to understand that we don't need to hide. There's no secrets to be had. We don't need them. We do. We're afraid to tell people. Let's get into it. I was fucking my ex-wife and we were camp tripping. We were camp tripping. All right, we weren't tripping as we went camping, but we were camping. And all right, I was making love to my ex-wife and we were inside of just a standard two-person tent. Maybe it's one person, just a little tent, whatever. And I had had sex with her thousands and thousands and thousands of times. I can't literally, maybe a million. I was with her for that long and we had sex. Interesting, after just 6 years, I can kind of remember what her meat gum looked like down there. I can kind of remember it. But not precisely. I don't. And then things go. Memory goes. It's okay. I don't want to remember anything. That's why I don't like pictures. I like to paint pictures, but I don't like pictures. All right, so fuck it. I'm wild now. I'm free. I can say we were fucking. We were it was healthy. So I was healthy, she was healthy, and we were fucking in the tent. When suddenly, ow, ooh, ah, ee, oh, ow, ooh, ow, ow. Let's stop, baby. Let's stop, mama. I can't take this. This is, all right. I know it is difficult to decipher what is actual and what isn't. Please look at me right now. This is absolutely all of it, all of the way true, all of this. Disclaimer, you have to know, I am not going off on some tangent rant. I'm not going into some make-believe place and creating it off of the top of my skull. No, all of it is actually true in my life, not making it up. But the way I present it, you might not believe it. That's your problem. But I've told you right now that this is all of it absolutely true. Absolutely true. I'll say it again. Absolutely true. Okay? Let me take another drink after that. I got a drink while I'm talking to you. I'm fucking my ex-wife in the tent. Drink. Ow, 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 ooh, ow, ow, ow. Stop. I gotta stop. What's the matter? I don't know. Give me the light. Get the light, look at my dick. Nothing's wrong with my cock. Nothing's wrong with it. It's hard. It's the same as it's always been. It's a penis. It hurts though. I had to stop having sex with my ex-wife. It hurt too much. Now, this is where I start to investigate further. It came out of nowhere. I didn't just scrape my cock against a tree or something and get a scratch and then suddenly, ow, it hurts. It's always protected inside of my underpants, my underwear. Why does it hurt? I examine it. There's no external damage whatsoever. We were not being aggressive in such a way where it was damaged. It just was hurting. And it continued to hurt. Just like out of nowhere. That's my dick is hurting. Okay. Not really concerned, but at the same time concerned because, hey, it shouldn't be hurting. I can't find the source of the pain. Even as I press down on my, oh, wait a minute, there we go. I started to, press down on the spongy feller, because it's a spongy thing. Go look it up. And I would pinch down on the middle. There was 2 sections that hurt. It hurt. Hold on one moment. What's that noise? Oh, it's my other feline friend up there going to the bathroom. You go, brother. So, yeah. I found the source. I'm squishing down on the sponge, my penis, the spongy thing, and it hurts towards the tip of the mushroom, and it hurts towards the middle of the cock. What is that? Why does it hurt? It hurts when I'm soft, and it hurts when I am ready to go, erect. Oh man. Well, I can't imagine anybody wants to go to the doctor to have their cock checked out. First thing that comes to mind, cock cancer. Do I have cock cancer? I don't want cock cancer. I have had to. Again, people, sounds like this is not real. All of this is real. Do I have to differentiate? I've already told you all of this is real. And I'm not trying, it's just the way I talk. I talk like this, so I'm not trying to I gotta make light of it because I'm so afraid that everybody's gonna just see what I do and they're gonna I have to just break it to them just in a way, funny way, because if they don't, I'm gonna think I'm gonna, no, I don't care. I can be dead serious. I'm a little bit animated right now. So I'm pressing on the cock and it hurts, and do I have cock cancer? I can't remember the time frame. I think I went to the doctor within 2 weeks or something like that. I'm not going to wait too long. I value modern medicine. I don't like how we got there with experimenting on all of the animals, but it's not black and white like that. What's wrong with my cock? Not lying. None of this. Again, I'm not going to continue to say that. Probably will. Go to, I forget what they call it. What are cock specialists? It's not an endocrinologist. That's the endocrine system. I go to one of those. I don't know what it's called. But the doctor's name was Dr. Cockburn. God, this sounds like one of my goofs. It's not. This is real. This is more insight for you to understand how I get all of this. This is real life. His name was Mr. Cockburn. It's not spelt like it actually, do I remember correctly? Cockburn. Let me look him up real quick. I gotta look up whatever I gotta show you anyway. So I go to Mr. Cockburn and I get an appointment because I want to make sure I don't have cancer of the dick. Hey, I've already had to face all of my fears, all of my own fears in my life. One of the worst things that could ever happen to me was blindness. I thought I went blind. Batteries blew up in my face and I couldn't see and I thought I was blind. Went to the emergency room, gained my sight back. Woo! So all of my own personal fears I've had to face. Good. Looking up Cockburn. Oh, hold on. Taos. And the most frightening one of all is the loss of the mind. And I will speak to you about that sometime soon. Dr. Cockburn Taos. Let's see. See what pops up. No pun intended. Pops up. So Dr. Cockburn. Okay, got it. Doctor, look it up. Go look it up. Dr. Alden, Aldeng, middle name dot Cockburn, Cockburn. If I am in any way able to read and spell, that spells out Cockburn. Am I right on that? He said it. He said, Dr. Cockburn, that is, said, hey, my name is Dr. like Cockburn. Like he was German, French or something. Cockburn. My name, it's not Cockburn, it's Cockburn. He was an African American black dude. Don't think you're from France, brother. Your last name, I don't know where that name comes from. Where does that name come from? Cockburn. I don't know. But look it up. Taos, New Mexico. Google Dr. Cockburn, Cockburn, Taos, New Mexico, and you will see it. It's on Welmer Road, Suite 600, Taos 87571. I went to him. It's real. With my problem. Okay, now I am in the doctor's office, Mr. Cockburn's office. What better person to work on me? I'm not saying I got worked on. We'll see. But what better person to go find this out about, right? I'm anxious. I'm worried. If I have dick cancer, cock cancer, I'm not gonna stick around. I mean, all right. I'll tell you that after. I go to see him, and for some reason, at the desk, the woman working the desk, the secretary, says, need to take your picture. Why do you need to take my picture? Oh, it's just this, that, and the other standard, but I was so depressed and dejected, and again, I don't have any secrets, and I don't like lies, so I was like, whatever, take the picture. It might be part of some study online now. I don't know. Why would it be part of your system to take the gentleman's picture when he's going to get his cock examined? That just seemed wrong. And I could have fought the system, but I was just like, what the fuck ever. Just tell me what's wrong with me, please, if you can. Let me have another drink. Take the picture, bitch. She does. All right, it's your turn to see Mr. Cockburn. All right, it's a black dude. Tells me to take my pants down. Okay. I don't care. I've had a vasectomy. 19, I had a vasectomy. Look at my cock. I had a nurse tape my cock to my stomach when I had the vasectomy. I don't care. I don't care what I look like. I don't care if I look small, if I'm cold, or if I look large when I'm cold. Whatever. Dude, he's Mr. Cockburn. So he takes my dick in his hand. I don't eat. Yeah, he put gloves on. Wait, did he put gloves on? He should have. I don't know if he did. It does matter, but so he takes my cock in his hand and he's squishing down on it. And I'm like, ow, man, that hurts. It hurt. And he's investigating. He's pinching it. Like a flute. I get carried away. I gotta talk the way I normally do. But he is squeezing it. And he doesn't flute it, but he's squeezing it. Yep. I know what you got. Break the news to me, Doc. Break the news to me, Dr. Cockburn. Because now my cock is burning in your hand. Is it cancer? No, you don't have the cancer. I don't even know if I should go, whew, I'm so relieved. Something is wrong with my cock. There's something there. What's wrong? You have, and let me look it up really quick. It's the name of this episode. You have, he tells me, Peyronie's. Peyronie's. Let me see if I can spell it. I'm looking it up right now. Peyronie's. I think it's disease. Yeah, okay. Peyronie's disease. You have Peyronie's disease. What? What does that even mean? Come on, internet. Oh, is your penis bent? It could be Peyronie's. Yeah. Well, my penis was not bent, but he's telling me I have Peyronie's. So, what can I do about it, doctor? Nothing. What will happen to my cock, Dr. Cockburn? It's going to change. Why is it going to change? Well, you see, you have two nodules. Have you felt the nodules? Yes, sir, I have felt the nodules in my cock. Where it hurts. Yes, where it hurts. Those are nodules. What are those? Well, that's scar tissue. Have you fucked somebody and bent the fuck out of your cock? He didn't put it that way. I look back into my memory, I was going to say memory foam. I look back into my memory glass, or whatever it is. I don't like memories, but yeah, I remember with my ex-wife, I was doing her, and she was, I can see her asshole, that position. I can clearly see her asshole, that position. And I was just vigorous. I was sprinting, and I hit a wall, hit the butt cheek wall, and snap. I heard his pop, pop. That could be one of the many times I've broke my cock, Mr. Cockburn. Well, what happens is, if I remember this correctly, yeah, you injured your cock, and now it's going to be broken very soon. What do you mean? Why didn't it just break right afterward? I don't know. You all can research this. It's very, 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 very common, actually. But no man wants to talk about it. I have never been envious of having a penis, and I've never been... I just have always had my penis. My cock. I don't care. I didn't realize that it was average until I looked at what average is, whatever that means. How do they find that out? Apparently, I was above average before that. I don't know, but I know that it was straight as an arrow, as they say. And I have a big mushroom head. Not overly big, but okay, I just had a dick, okay? Now, I have, that is, 2 nodules of scar tissue. All right. Is your penis bent? It could be Peyronie's. I guess we should just click on that. Huh. Yeah, I might as well help you out a little bit. Men out there, you are welcome. And women out there, you're welcome as well, because somebody's got to just be open about all of this. It's loading. So, yes, you have 2 scar tissue nodules. Okay, are they going to go away? No, silly man, he tells me. It's scar tissue. Well, what's going to happen? It's slowly going to correct itself. What does that mean? The nodules that feel like little knots are going to spread out. What do you mean spread out? Yeah, they're going to spread out. It's going to become like a pancake. It's a little nodule right now, like a little pea inside your penis, and then it's going to spread out like a pancake over the surface of whatever spongy material makes up the cock. And it's going to change. I like my cock. I've always only known it. We grew up together. I've seen it grow and it's seen me grow. And that's it. And now you're saying that I'm going to lose what I've been used to, my friend? Yeah, it's going to change. What's going to happen when it changes? It's going to bend. I've always thought it was straight. It's not going to be anymore. Now, okay, I don't have cock cancer. The worst he tells me that can happen is I may need surgery. I don't want surgery on my cock. At the same time, I don't want to wear I don't know, what kind of bag would I have to wear if I lost my cock? That's why I've never wanted to have unsafe sex or venereal disease. I never had a venereal disease. I got lucky a couple times because I should have protected myself and I didn't. So very lucky. I'd rather not have sex than to have a venereal disease where my cock is basically a busted up hot dog in a microwave after style. And okay, so yeah, if it doesn't work anymore, it doesn't work. I don't care. As long as I can urinate out of it, that's fine. I'll just continue to paint pictures and write and whatever. I've had sex thousands and thousands and thousands of times in my life. I don't need to have sex the rest of my life, do I? Do we? Sex, 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 sex. Constantly in our consciousness, our society, our civilization, constantly handing down to us sex, 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 sex. At this time in my life, I was dealing with this. Okay, every man's penis is different. They vary in size and shape. It might even be normal to have a slight curve in your penis, but if you notice a significant bend has formed when your penis is erect, it's time to ask a urologist. That's what it is, a urologist, if it could be Peyronie's disease. Now, my cock at this time was not bent. It was always arrow straight. If somebody put me in an arrow, or put me in a bow and got me hard and let loose, and I went towards a tree and was guided by my penis at that time, I would have hit the bullseye every time on the tree. I was straight. I didn't know that there were any bent penises. Maybe a little bit. I think I watched porn and I saw enough of them. Whatever, man. I just thought I was fine. I thought it was normal that most people had that. I don't know. So apparently people can have the disease. Well, of course, people are not going to go to the doctor. They're afraid. They'd rather just see what happens. Hey, fellas out there, if you have this problem, do what I did so you can at least know what's going on. Let the doctor, cockburner or not, squish your dick and make it hurt in front of him, and he can tell you the news. Don't suffer at home and wonder and then go through all the pain and then see it bend over time and then wonder if you've had this disease or not. And I don't know why they call it a disease. Men who have a curved erection could have Peyronie's disease. Now, this is where it gets scary. He's telling me I have this disease, and so I went home after that, and the good old internet provided me with a lot of horror fun, because I started to look into this disease, as you should too right now. I'll give you a moment as I light my cigarette to type in Peyronie's disease. I don't know why it's called a disease. I don't want to relearn all of this. I'm not going to keep this in my memory. I can't believe I have not shared this with you before. All right. Now, yeah, have you gotten it? Have you gotten Peyronie's disease yet? Or just, yeah, Peyronie's disease. Type that in and go straight to the pictures. Let's go straight to the pictures. Let me get to the pictures. Yeah, you got this, man. I guess it's better than cancer. All I want to be able to do with my dick, even if it's broken, is that I can pee. Images, yeah. Click on the images. Sync up with me. Sync up with me. You're going to see some horrific shit. Usually anything that is shared online is the worst of the worst. They're not going to show you some half-assed stuff. They're going to show you the extremes. Holy shit. Holy, 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 holy. Damn. Damn. All right, just so you know, I'll tell you right now. I still have an operating penis. It's not bad like these motherfuckers. Holy shit. All right. Now, I was worried because I looked at all this. I'm like, oh man, you look at this gentleman out there. Hey, gents out there. If you are looking this up, and you should be, tell a friend. You're going to look at these pictures and be terrified. Because not only did I have I guess it can be considered a perfect penis. Now I knew I was not going to have the familiar cock that I had. And I looked at these pictures and I'm like, holy shit, this is the part that's fantastic. How long is it going to take, Doc? I feel like he said anywhere from 6 months or 12 months to 24 months or something like that. Like a year to a year and a half to 2 years to half a year to 2 or 3 years. Something crazy. What? I have to wait that long in order to see what my cock is going to be left with? That is a long time to be under transformation. Now I'm going through this transformation right after it was just one thing after the other. Facing the fear of losing my sight, did that. Lose my mind, do that. Just on and on and on and on. And during this phenomenon, this Peyronie's disease, yes, I lost my wife. It wasn't because of the cock? Probably not. I don't think so. No, it wasn't. It wasn't, because in fact, as I will share with you in just a few moments, she planned to leave me 2 years or more before she left me. And, well, shit. No, I don't think she would leave me because of that. I don't think so. I mean, who cares, really? I don't care. I don't care. Now, yeah, woo. Oh, seriously. If anyone's ever going to listen to me, if you have the Neuralink by then, just twitch out, and I will speak about that a little bit later, probably about anal scent gland musk Neuralink, because they just came through with some breakthroughs, and fuck that guy, that piece of shit, that retarded motherfucker. Not getting into that right now. But, yeah, look at these pictures. However you're going to look at them, look at these pictures. I'll wait, All right. Men, you will scream, ah! Is that possible? Ooh! God damn, I'm looking at one right now. It looks like an S hook. Have you ever seen an S hook? Do you know what those are? Go look that up. Use it to hang things with. An S hook. It's shaped like an S. All right, maybe it's not a complete S, but it's a hook. It's a J. Get like a cheerleader. Yay, J, J. Just use your penis, and maybe one of these guys who has a J shaped penis, maybe he just, hey, J, goes out there and does some cheerleading, and he just shows his cock, and he can't. He'd be like, I've always wanted to show my cock, but I can't because, people think I'm a pervert. But now it's a J, 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 in a cheerleading. This guy's dick is fucked up. He's getting surgery. Fuck, man. Like before and after. It is it's slinkied completely. Like, it's coming out of the body, and then it does a full slinky over to the stomach. I want to say poor fella, but hey, it's the roll of the cock, And then there shows a picture of Peyronie's disease. Signs you shouldn't ignore. And it shows this dude holding his hands like this. He's sitting next to the doctor. The doctor has a pad of paper and a pen. And he's sitting there, and you can just tell the guy's going, fuck, doctor, Fuck, doctor, don't fucking tell me the worst news possible. This is my life. This is my everything. This was not my everything, but it was really horrible to go through. I was like, you know what? My entire life has told me, my spirit, life itself has told me, just let go of everything. This is another one of those things where you just gotta let go of everything. And so I finally went, okay. I remember the first stages of me going through this, I was thinking, I just gotta work my cock out. I work it out every day. And I remember just jerking off every day and looking at it and jerking off every day. It looks about the same, it's still great. And then slowly over time, it started to shift. The scar tissue started to pancake out, and it got to a point where they say if it scar tissues all the way around the tube of the cock, well, you're going to lose function of it altogether, because when you get hard, it's going to squeeze the whole thing and you can't use it. Or you get enough scar tissue where you got a U cock. Give me a U! He's caught there cheerleading, in football. I can do a J and a U. Just go, give me a J, give me a U. And then it can bend, it can go straight out of your body and just go, fuck this, I'm jumping off the diving board. I'm a diving board, I'm jumping off. Now, not to get too graphic with you, but my cock was straight. And now it's not a J, I can still use it, but it's like a launch ramp. It's like a launch ramp. I used to skateboard, that's a good analogy, launch ramp. And it used to be straight, now it just goes, hey, I'm going to hang out to the right. I'm launching off a ramp, and I got to correct myself because I thought I was going straight, but I went off the launch ramp, and now I'm going a little bit right. So I'm just curving, I'm starting to go around the bend. I'm going up the hill, and I'm starting to go around the bend. There's my cock. And I lost a little bit of length. Lost some length, maybe like an inch. Apparently, and this goes into the story. Yeah, look at the pictures, and then we'll go on to the next part of the story. It's a bummer, man. It's a bummer. Been through it. I'm fine now. Now I have a new cock in my life. You got a new cock in your life. Time to get going with your new cock in your life. You're ready to tackle the world. That could be a song or a little jingle. So I got a new cock in my life. Let's see, 2014, that's when my ex-wife and I ended. 2012, that's when my ex-wife and I discovered that I had the Peyronie's. New cock in your life, you can do anything. Anything. This is where my sex of humor comes across, because this is why I speak about the human body and how the human body is ridiculous, and we should be able to talk about our stupid skins, and we should make fun of all of the stupid shit we're in, and look how stupid we are outwardly, and how we judge if that person's fat, skinny, or the other. And I've told you before, it's not that. I am a human being. That's John Merrick, the Elephant Man. I have always felt like the Elephant Man, but I'm in this body. And this body, since it's not melted by some accident by fire or deformity through car crashes or losses of limbs or whatever, I do have a bent dick now. But hey, you look at me, and by and large, given how we view society and its standards of beauty and so on and so forth and normality, you would look at me and go, hey, he's just a normal looking guy. I'm grateful for that. But inside, I'm the Elephant Man. I'm John Merrick. Will you please help me? Sorry. So it's all a matter of how it feels for the spirit to be inside of the human body. So if you're inside of a grotesque body, hey, don't want to be somebody else. They are grotesque too in some other way. Internally or otherwise, no one is perfect. In fact, the more I come across people who are outwardly beautiful, they're just empty. They got nothing much to say. They're so identified with their looks. They were brought up that way, and everyone says society looks at them in such ways. We're like, oh, you got it all together. No, they don't. So, cheers. Right now. Cheers. Spiritual cheers. Right now for all of us. One more. Spiritual cheers for all of us. We're all in this together. We're all in these fucked up, God fucking, grand motherfucking human bodies. Amen. Hallelujah. And you're welcome for sharing this. Because it's important. It's okay. It was around 2012. I'm pretty sure around 2012. I get the Peyronie's. My Peyronie's. My Peyronie's. I get the Peyronie's disease. I get the Peyronie's disease, man. I get the Peyronie's disease. You want to fucking with me? I got the Peyronie's disease. I will fucking take you out. I got the Peyronie's disease. Don't fuck with me. Don't fuck with the man whose cock has been changed. He'll take you out. Don't fuck with me. I got my cock changed. If you fuck with a guy who has his cock changed, he has nothing to lose. Hey, that's why I have nothing to lose. I lost everything. Don't fuck with me, I'll take you out, Don't make fucking don't make fun of my Peyronie's disease, My Peyronie's. Back when this was happening, hard time. No puns are intended. No. Hard time in my life. Back to back. My whole life. Hard. Never ends. Now I got to face this cock situation. Bring it on, universe. I guess I asked for it. I did ask for it. Lose everything. Now, obviously, it's clear to see my wife and I were going to have to deal with this. My memory is horrible, but my ex-wife was not good at dealing with all of this. She was one of those people that seemed to have it together, and she did. Beautiful soul, one of the most beautiful souls I can ever imagine ever being. Lit up a room, actually. And but she had a hard time with me. I know that. I was not easy to live with, easy to deal with. I am deadly serious almost all the time. I want to live. Not easy. Not going to get into all of that. Let's stay on the surface in a lot of ways so much on this. All right. So 2012. My Peyronie's. She's like, fuck, man. I'm like, fuck, man. And then it changed our sex life because, we couldn't really have sex as much because it hurt. And then it started to change and I got depressed. I was really depressed. I was already depressed. I didn't need a cock on top of it. And then I started to go, you know what? Fuck this whole sex thing. I don't want sex anymore anyway. I did. And I still do, but it doesn't dominate my life. And it was a perfect opportunity for me to understand and look into it all of the way, how the cock is such a dominant force in a man's life. And perhaps the tits and meat gum down there for women are too. Sex should not be something that dominates our lives and lasts for our entire life. I mean, it would be nice, but it shouldn't dominate us. And so I looked at that, and I looked at reality, and I looked at at just infinity, and I went, hey, all right, fuck it. I don't give a fuck. This doesn't define me. It never did, but if it goes, it goes. Everything is going to go. It was hard. It was depressing, but oh well. It changed our sex life. I don't remember how bad it was. I don't know. I know this is probably a contributing factor for her leaving me. But let's get into her leaving me. Now, this is where the story gets fun. One moment. All right, my wife leaves me. My ex-wife leaves me in 2014. Yes. I think it was late 2014. Whatever. I'm free. For the first time in my life, I can have sex with another person other than her. I had only had sex with her my entire life. I'm 40 years old. I can have sex with another person? Oh, but wait a minute. I got a bent dick now, and it's still not completely done, it seems. It doesn't really hurt anymore, but I'm not even really using it because it's depressing. I let it go. But wait a minute, I'm single. I can use my dick with another person. What a dilemma. This cosmic joke. I had the perfect penis, if there is such a thing. For me, it was great. And now I'm free. I'm a free man. And there are women out there in the world. And perhaps I do want to fuck them. And I did. I did want to. And I did. But I had to have like a warning. This video may contain harsh language and existential angst. I had to basically say, hey, we're going to get down, right? I'm a confident fellow. I'm a confident man. I don't have a problem with that. I'm not shy or anything like that. I perform pretty well. But I got this, hey, how do I break it to them? I have to break it to them. They wouldn't know any other difference. I would just have the cock that I have and it'd be new to them and that would be that. But no, since it's new to me and it's different for me, it's cock. My cock gave birth to another cock. How do you deal with that? It's weird. Women know this when they have babies. They used to have perfect breasts and then suddenly they're all saggy and droopy and raisined up, or the nipples never come back to vitality, or their stomach gets stretched out and it sags like a deflated balloon, and they got to deal with the stretch marks and all that. Hey, fellas, if you get this, so what, man? And women, if you don't feel good about your body after transformation, of after having a baby, hey, I relate to you. It's life. It changes. We decay. We decompose. We get uglier. Everything falls apart. But this is the time of my life where I wanted to go out and have sex with women, man. Why do I got to deal with this new cock? How do I introduce this new cock to strangers that I'm meeting? Huh? Help me out. Warning. Discretion. I had to tell him, just so you know, I'm a little bit self-conscious because I broke my cock and now it's healing. What? The girl's like, what? So this is where betrayal occurs. You want some betrayal, right? That's what you're into with your entertainment. Betrayal. No vengeance, though. Betrayal occurs. So my wife leaves me. I go to live at my friend's storage unit that was huge, that he had created an office in there for his business, and also had a spare room or rooms where his daughter would have her play life in since she was a child. And by then she was like 27. She still had this playroom with all these, it was a playroom. And so I was tattooing with her in the other room before all the divorce went down. And I'm now living there with peyronie's and starting my new life. What do I do, man? So I get with this woman, this waitress, and she's hitting on me and whatever, and we're getting to have sex. We're getting to that point, and I'm like, hey, warning. This video may contain. And I tell her, hey, I got a bent dick. I got a bent dick. She's like, I already know. What do you mean you already know? I already know. Your wife told me. Because at that time I was still married, was going to get divorced a couple months later. What? Yeah, your wife told me. When? Oh, that was back in 2012 at your birthday party, at the solstice party, at the end of the world party, because your birthday is on December 21st. And I was over there, and she told me about it. And she also told me that if she ever left you, she would be very happy if I ended up with her, the waitress. What? It's funny now, but it wasn't so funny then. I was astounded. Is that a word? Astonished. I think astounded is right too. What? Betrayal. Dun. What would you do? Well, we had sex. She didn't mind my dick. I didn't stay with her. I feel like this is correct. I either spoke to my ex-wife over the phone or I emailed her, and I never called her bad words, but just for conversation's sake, let's say I went, hey bitch. It was a bitch thing to do. It definitely was a bitch thing to do, and I was beside myself. I'm newly homeless. I have a cock disease. I'm on my own. I have to learn. I have to find a way to build a house the next year and not even know where it's going to be and how to get land. And I'll go into that some other time. But it's like, hey, how much can I take? All of it. Anyway, she didn't seem to have a problem with it. But I'm pretty sure I called. I probably emailed. I don't know. But I was like, hey, bitch. She's not a bitch. She never was, never will be. But just for conversation's sake, hey, bitch. Ex-wife. How is it that you find it all right to hand out my personal business to the world? It's my cock. You know that I don't really have secrets, but that's still my sensitive region where I should be the one to tell the person, or not like I am to you right now with this video and this recording. Hey, I had this happen to me. I should be the one to do that, not somebody just saying why she didn't even. It wasn't even her best friend. It wasn't her. It was an acquaintance. An acquaintance. Oh, by the way, I'm sure my ex-wife was probably feeling this. Hey, by the way, bitch, I would really like it if you were to be the one that ends up with my husband when I choose to not be with him anymore. And oh, by the way, so you know already, wink, wink, fellow lady, he has a bent cock or he will. Well, thank you very much. Looking back at it now, thank you very much, ex-wife. Not cool. So I told her, hey, how would you like it? Huh? Missy, hey, baby, how would you like it, mama, if I told people the truth about you? Huh? Oh, you wouldn't. I wouldn't. But I am now. I said, hey, how would you like it if I told the world or people that you had anal fissures? Let's look up anal fissures. I didn't know this was going to be science or doctor time, medical podcast. Anal fissures. Look it up with me. Come on, class. Ooh, damn. Common causes of anal fissure include passing large and hard stools. She did have football stools, big old huge football stools. Constipation and straining during bowel movements. I've done that and have had hemorrhoids. Chronic diarrhea, anal intercourse, childbirth. Okay. Now, anal fissures. Signs and symptoms of an anal fissure include pain during and even hours after a bowel movement, constipation, blood on the outside surface of the stool, blood on toilet tissue or wipes, a visible crack or tear in the anus or anal canal, burning and itching that may be painful, discomfort when urinating, frequent urination or inability to urinate, foul smelling discharge. Hey bitch, how about I tell everybody about your anal fissures? Now, foul smelling discharge was the worst. Her sister had anal fissures too. Horrible! It's a paper cut on your anus, multiple paper cuts that can never heal because it's always moist down there. You can't super glue it. Super glue, what are you going to super glue underwater? Maybe they have, and then it's always moving. You got to take bowel movements. hey, bitch, you got a smelly discharged asshole, butthole, okay? I'm gonna go tell everybody about it. Oh, maybe she said, and I don't know if she did or not. Don't do that, don't do that, don't do that. I didn't do it. I'm doing it now. Nobody knows her. Nobody's gonna listen and tell her. Whatever. And if they do, who cares? That exists. Anal fissures exist. It's horrible. It's smelly. It's disgusting. And crooked bent penises, Peyronie disease exists. Oh right, it's whatever. It's the human body. We're in this human body, and do you see now how I as long as I'm in a human body, it's fucking it's ridiculous. And yet it's difficult when you're in the most painful parts of being human. Transformative experiences with your genitalia or your mental health, or hey, I just can't fit in, and I'm not smart enough, or I'm the elephant man himself. Oh, I'm not an animal. You are an animal, and you should be. Stop domesticating yourself. So anal fissures. Now, let's go into how. All right, so 2 years go by. My cock is seemingly going to be what it is. And looking back at it now, it is what it is. It didn't go out of control. It's not what it was, and whatever. Now, if I have sex with a woman, I don't even say anything. Maybe till afterward, but I'm not self-conscious about it. It's just like, hey, okay, you get it. Whatever. It's a cock. Who cares? Of course care, but overall, it doesn't matter. You're gonna lose everything. And so, my wife at the time leaves me. And this is fascinating. I find out, all right, she leaves me for the cook. I'm having sex with the waitress, not at the same place, and she left me for the cook where she was working. Now, this motherfucking tapeworm ass motherfucker was disgusting. Disgusting, still is. Huge, fucking, bald, white, tapeworm motherfucker. Just, he was disgusting because you could just tell he was exuding, foul odors, not from, well, maybe from his anus too, but just from his disposition was foul smelling. It was gross. She starts fucking him. I have to find out about it. I do. I see them together in the truck, and they're cuddling together, and I'm living in my friend's spare room where his daughter had her play set, and I'm trying to get my life together. And then I hear from some friends of ours that she had told them during dinner, eating spaghetti and meatballs, that hey, whether you like it or not, I'm going to tell you this. And what is this? She tells them, yeah, I just fucked this guy up the ass with a strap on. I hear that through them. They're beside themselves. I'm beside myself. And I'm like, what? Bitch. You can tell people that you fucked grown men in the butthole with a strap on, but you can't tell them that you have anal fissures. Maybe you had to tell them like I, maybe. Crazy life. Is that it with this story? I feel like it is. If it cuts out, it's because it does. I think that's it. Is there anything else with the story itself? I don't think so. All right. Have you noticed through me speaking to you that I'm not an angry man? Sure, I'm intense. But I'm not angry. I'm passionate. Perhaps even violently passionate, but not angry. I don't have anger. Thank goodness. Anger is horrible. Who wants to live with anger? easier to look back at this because now I have built this home and I'm inside this triangle and I'm finally painting. Oh yeah, this reminds me when I had built this home, in addition to the home, um, her sister and her husband and their kid were going to live with us, and they did. And this was back in 2012, maybe before that. It was before that, yeah. And I built this huge monstrosity addition connected to the earthship that we had, and it was huge. And I had built a studio up there, and it was prematurely finished because they needed to move in, and they did move in, and we lived upstairs in the addition, the studio that I was going to have. They only lasted a month. They went back to California because they could not handle being out in the middle of nowhere off grid completely. So they leave, and so my ex-wife and I now have all of this huge home that we had before, plus this addition. And the addition was for us, for creating. I was going to paint up there. That's all I've ever wanted to do. I lost the studio that I wanted to go into when I was renovating the house in Philadelphia. Time to move to New Mexico. Okay, we do. Then I finally have that addition done in that studio, and I'm finally going to paint. And then she leaves me. Why didn't you tell me? Or why? Maybe she didn't have it all figured out. But I finished more than I should have finished by the time she left me. And I remember being up there in the studio, and she was there with me. And I'm looking at the studio, and I start to weep. And if I remember this correctly, memory is a very dangerous thing, isn't it? If I remember it correctly, I feel like she was like, oh, I know something. I think that she felt like I was crying because I was going to miss her. No, I'm crying because I have to, this studio I built, this dream of mine, this, with the blood, sweat, and tears and the agony to build this all by myself is gone. I will never paint. And now I'm living where I am now, and I'm already 13 paintings in or something like that. I think I want to get 50 done, and that's it. Retire. Check out. Revenge, or not revenge, betrayal. I don't blame her for any of this. I love her the same as I always have. In fact, even more. Because there literally are no conditions. If there were conditions, as I had before with her, well, I found out because they were very painful for me to live with. So I had to go, oh, well, I don't need you. That love doesn't have conditions. So, yeah, I'm not angry. I shared this story with you. I don't feel better, but I do feel a little bit good that hopefully, or perhaps this will help somebody out there, because what is the point of holding all of this in and acting as if it's only happening to us? Somebody looks outwardly at you, or you look at them, and oh, they appear to have it all together. They appear perfect. Nobody has it all together. And if anything more is presented to you from me for us to look into, is to show that we are living in hell, absolute chaos, and it is okay. We are beautiful beings because, hell, we're doing this. We're doing this. How amazingly beautiful are we that we are living, but we can do better. We can do much better. Must we have secrets? Everybody has done something horrible, perhaps even unforgivable. My dad molested my sisters. My mother molested me. I have forgiven them. Forgiveness is so important. It's not easy. You can't just read about it. It has to come from the spirit, from the unknown, the loving place that exists and permeates existence itself. We have to go there. Not to go get it, but we have to be exposed to that vulnerability, that beautiful place, in order to receive that which will free us from holding on to the pain of the inability to not forgive somebody or to blame them. So, yes, speaking about this with you is not painful, it's done with. It's actually comical in a lot of ways. I learned so much from my bent cock. I learned so much from thinking it would be gone forever. And I learned so much from losing my ex wife for her leaving me. And that perhaps isn't even a proper way to put it. Yeah, she initiated it, but hey, I didn't want to be with her either. I found out later on. I found out later on that I'm better off on my own. Thank you. I owe her so much because she had the courage to finally stand up for herself in her own life and go, well, do what I always used to say. Fuck it. Live your life. Live your life completely, no matter what. Who gives a fuck what other people think about you? She took perhaps my advice and she said, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck existence itself. I'm going off. And she went off. Good for you. I'm happy for you. It wasn't easy. Probably still is not easy for her. It's not easy for any of us. Just get that out of your head. No one has it easy. Nobody has it easy. Some have it harder than others. Okay, that's measurable, but nobody gets out of here with I was going to say freedom, but we can get out of here. We can get out of here with freedom, but nobody. It's not a privilege to go through life. I had mentioned this on the privileged. I am not privileged episode where I am not privileged. Now, if you buy into the human game and you play the game and you do use your advantages and the special treatment that is allowed to you through the society that is created, this society is sick. If you play the game that way and you start to take a side and you start to suppress others and enslave them, which we do, and you have them all around us that are enslaved in this so-called free society where there are homeless people, way too many homeless people in a capitalistic society, and it's okay. It works. We have rich people, super rich people, and then we have poor people, super poor people, and we have concentration camps, internment camps in the United States of America where people are enslaved to this day, and they got here as slaves. If you want to play that whole game, go ahead. It's just like not having the ability to forgive. You have to carry all of that weight, and through all of that, in a weird way, you're worse than the people inside of the prison, inside of the concentration camp that you created for them to be separate from you so that you can have it all, you can have the world. It's even worse for you in so many ways because you are that horrible being that inflicted violent, hellish chaos upon other living beings, and you slurped your fancy drink with ice cubes in it as you relaxed on the beach and fried your skin to get the right tone for your stupid significant other, and you flew in Lear jets and you went shopping and just all the stupid things that life provides all of us. It's not worth anything. So yeah, can we here together provide ourselves and each other with, yes, we are not privileged, but we are. It's contradiction. I'm reluctant to say that I'm privileged to speak to you. I am privileged to speak to you, but it's so difficult. I don't want to be human. What I'm getting at is this. We are so beautiful, even if we don't know that we are. Thank you for being here. Did I miss anything? Hell, I can always talk about it later. Thank you for being here. I love you, and good night. Good night. I'm still here. I've been going moment to moment in a lot of ways with um, what I'm going to speak about next. I'm still going to continue to try and well, I'm going to continue to do two of these a week. I have been recording a video for this reason to see if I can do this way. It seems like it's helping me to feel like I'm looking at somebody instead of just talking to the wall. I'm a visual person, so I may do that, I may not, but probably we will talk about divorce. I wanted to talk about divorce for a long time. I want to continue to share more about me and about my life that might be helpful, and then just goof off. But I'm very grateful for you not listening out there. Maybe someday somebody will listen. But I was speaking to a friend of mine, and everybody should do this. This is what everybody should do. Whether you put it out there into the world or not, you should speak out loud to yourself and record it. We have the technology to do so, cheaply even. And if you got to do it 1 hour a day, I was telling them, do an hour, an hour a week, where you have to, no matter what. No, you have to, no matter what. Just spend an hour with yourself and talk. And I've been grateful to do that. And thank you for being here. I love you and have a beautiful existence.